Her millionaire son came home to find his wife trying to poison his mother. But what he discovered next shook his entire world. Before we dive into this shocking story, don't forget to hit that subscribe button and turn on the notification bell, because the story you're about to hear will keep you on the edge of your seat till the very end. On a stormy Thursday evening, Marcus Johnson, a successful African-American entrepreneur in New York, stepped out of his black Cadillac SUV after a 2-day business trip. The air was heavy with rain, the kind that soaks silence into the walls of rich neighborhoods. From the moment he opened his mansion's door, Marcus felt something wasn't right. The house smelled different. Lemon cleaner mixed with something metallic, like rust or old coins on the tongue. Upstairs, in the blue room, his mother, Evelyn Johnson, frail but strong-willed, lay on her bed. Just 2 days ago, she had been smiling when he left. Today, her lips looked cracked, her breathing shallow. A tray rested beside her bed, chamomile tea, a small pillbox, and a neatly folded napkin. By her side stood Vanessa, Marcus's glamorous wife. She wore a neat cardigan, her hair pinned perfectly, and she smiled too perfectly, like she was on camera. "Don't worry, Marcus," she said softly, dabbing Evelyn's forehead. "I've been taking good care of her." But Marcus's sharp eyes noticed something strange. The pale residue on the spoon, the way Vanessa kept the teacup just out of his reach, and her hand lingering too close to the pillbox. Evelyn's fingers trembled as Marcus touched her blanket. With what little strength she had, she squeezed his hand longer than usual, as if trying to say something without words. Later, while walking through the hallway, Marcus overheard 2 housekeepers whispering near the pantry. "She should be getting better," one muttered nervously, but the doctor said. The others stopped abruptly when Marcus appeared. Their eyes dropped to the floor. Their silence screamed louder than words. Suspicion grew. Marcus checked the kitchen. The stainless steel counters were spotless, except for one mug, still warm, steam rising. The herbal sachet inside the trash bin looked oddly cut, too clean, too deliberate. Something was wrong. At breakfast the next morning, Vanessa's porcelain smile returned. "Would you like eggs, darling?" she asked sweetly, but her eyes darted toward the back hallway. Marcus didn't answer. He watched her fingers nervously tapping the table twice, like a habit she couldn't control when she was anxious. Later, while passing the guest bathroom, Marcus heard water running and a faint rattling sound. He pushed the door open quietly. Vanessa nearly jumped. In her hand was a small glass vial. Quickly, she slipped it into her pocket and laughed nervously. "Oh, I was just preparing some bath salts for your mother," she explained. Marcus's chest tightened. Bath salts in the guest bathroom? It didn't add up. Evelyn's health declined rapidly. Her hands shook as she tried to sip tea. Once, she whispered with heavy effort, "Strange taste," before drifting into sleep. That evening, when Marcus tucked her in, he noticed a small leather journal hidden under her pillow. Its pages were filled with shaky handwriting. Tea tasted bitter again. Felt dizzy. "Vanessa insists I drink it all. My cast hurts after her medicine." Each page was another nail in the coffin of trust. The next day, sunlight streamed through tall windows as Marcus entered the blue room quietly. Vanessa's voice floated inside. "Just a sip, Evelyn. It'll help you feel better," she coaxed. But Marcus froze. In Vanessa's hand was the same vial. He watched her drip dark liquid into the steaming tea. One drop, then another. The sound echoed louder in his head than a gunshot. "Oh, Marcus," Vanessa gasped, forcing a smile. "You startled me. It's just her medicine." Marcus didn't answer. He picked up the cup, sniffed, and set it down carefully. Then he turned to Evelyn. Weakly, she pushed the leather journal toward him. Her eyes pleaded, "Believe me." Vanessa's smile cracked. Her voice sharpened. "You're paranoid. She's old and sick. Do you think I'd harm her?" Marcus raised the journal. "She thinks so. And now, I do too." The room went dead silent. Even the ticking clock seemed to stop. Marcus didn't shout. He didn't accuse. That wasn't his way. Instead, he called two people: his trusted family doctor, Dr. Harris, and his lawyer, Robert Miller. Within an hour, they arrived. Dr. Harris sniffed the tea, then shook his head grimly. "This isn't medicine." Robert scribbled notes rapidly, every detail locked onto paper. Vanessa tried to explain. She asked for herbal remedies. She imagines things, but her trembling hands betrayed her. She twisted her wedding band nervously, nails tapping against the glass table. Finally, Marcus said in a steady voice, "You weren't just trying to poison her. You wanted me to take the blame when she died." Vanessa's face drained of color. She knew she had been caught, not in rumor, not in suspicion, but in the act. By evening, Vanessa's belongings we packed. The marriage was over. Her reputation in New York's elite circles crumbled overnight. No one wanted to be associated with a woman accused of trying to murder her own mother-in-law for money and power. Doors that once opened for her shut permanently. That night, Marcus brewed tea with his own hands and carried it to Evelyn. Her trembling fingers wrapped around the warm cup. She looked up at her son with tears in her eyes. "You saved me," she whispered faintly. Marcus kissed her forehead. "No, Mama. You saved yourself. You never stopped fighting. I just finally listened." As he stood by the window, the city lights glowing in the distance, Marcus realized something. Money had given him power, but love for his mother had given him purpose. This story reminds us of a powerful truth. Betrayal can come from those closest to us, but patience, awareness, and courage will always uncover the truth. And to everyone watching, never ignore the quiet warnings from the people who love you. Sometimes those whispers can save a life. If you enjoyed this story and stayed till the end, make sure to like, subscribe, and share this video with someone who loves dramatic twists as much as you do. Stay tuned, because the next story might just shake you even more.